So once again, I welcome everybody into the class. My name is Sulaiman Ahmed. I'm a certified SAP consultant. So in our last class, we discussed about how to prepare AR invoice in SAP Business One without making reference to the base document. But in today's class, we are going to start from the very first document under sales processing documents. Like we are going to start from sales quotation, followed by sales order, then by delivery notes, AR invoice, then incoming payment. So I'm going to log into SAP Business One application now. Then we'll start. So like I explained the other time, we double click or we right click in the application. Then I input my user ID. And click OK. Okay, this is the interface. So we are going to prepare sales quotation first because the sales process document start from quotation. Though most of the companies most of the companies that use this application, they don't normally prepare sales quotation on the database, because normally quotation is just like is an estimate, is a proposed documents like that contains proposed quantity and price. So they normally start from sales order, but in this class, let's just start from sales quotation to complete the document. So to prepare sales quotation in AR and in SAP Business One, we are going to click on modules, sales AR, then sales quotation. So like I said the other time, we are going to select the customer. You can select the customer by clicking on this icon, or we press tab. So let's say we select Max Tech. So we click on choose. And the next thing, okay, I said normally it's going to display a system date. You know, today is 1st of May 24. So these are document dates. So we can decide to update it, like I said the other time. I mean, in the last class, if the document we are preparing is meant for maybe some days ago. So the next thing is we move to the okay. The next thing we move to this side. You know, if you can see, like I explained the other time, we have item/service type. If we are preparing this document for service, we are going to pick this. I don't know, actually, I don't know, maybe we should go for service or item. Okay, let's stick to item. You know, I explained the other time that if it's service, we are just going to write the description of the service here. Then we select the account that's going to affect the GL account. So let's go for item. Okay. Now here we are going to select the item number. Let's say we pick this item, JB Office Print 1420. Then the quantity, let's say 20. We are sending quotation for 20. You select the VAT. Let's assume it's not vatable. And we may decide to choose any VAT. We may decide to choose any VAT. So the next thing is we are going to add. That's the end of the sales quotation.
Sorry, Mr. Sulaiman. Sorry, I just want to ask a question.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, how did you get all these items? When you click on item, I saw a display like that, like a long list. How do we get there? Do you have them on your system?
Yes. You know, in the last class, I said there is a place we normally create item, and that I said it won't be the topic of that day that we are going to talk about how to create an item that day. Actually, we are not going to create item today also. This is where we create item. And all these business partners, this customer we are seeing, they are created somewhere. This is where we create item. Let's assume that we want to create one item. We click on this place, item master. It's going to open. Then I put the item number. Maybe I say A000. Let me use capital letter. A0014. Then I put item description. Maybe I say maybe pencil. Then foreign name, I put the same thing. Then I choose item group. Which category of the item is this pencil belongs? So let me say accessory. Just choose one category, because we normally define category item group also. So unit of measurement, we select the unit of measurement to be manual. We can have pieces, depends on the unit of measurement we created there. So this one is manual. Then here we are going to select. Okay, sorry. It's not in hard mode. You know, I explained something the other time that whenever we want to add a new document, we are going to click on this one first. So this one was in find mode. When I was inserting all this, it was in find mode. So we're supposed to click on add mode, add new documents. So now I said A00012, then the item, say pencil. We're not actually going to create an item. I just want to show you pencil, then to copy this here. So item type is an item, then item group, make it to be item or accessory. Okay, let's say item. So the unit of measurement manual is in base price. Now, if you look at this case, we have stock item, sales item, purchasing item. So we are going to define this item, whether it's a stock item. Definitely it's going to be a stock item. You see it says item. if it's raw material, it's not going to be a sales item. But some people, some company, they can also make it as sales item, because sometimes when they have material, they may decide to sell the material later in the future. If it's a material, it's going to be a purchase item. They normally buy raw material. So this one will be ticked. Then we are going to tick here. If it's a raw material, we are not going to tick here. But if we decide to tick, it's still right. But definitely, we are going to tick stock item, so that it can have effect on the financial statements. These are where all those items you saw then, this is where they are created. Then under the purchase data, we are going to define the unit of measurement. If you have a preferred supplier, maybe the particular person that will be supplying us, we select the supplier here. But if we don't have a particular one that anyone can supply us, then we'll put the unit of measurement. Is it in pieces or in units, item per unit, and purchasing units? Then this is place where we define those items. Then we'll input the sales data, the same thing, stock data, unit of measurement, the weight, set stock method by warehouse. Like if we define item by warehouse, meaning that maybe, for instance, now if we are doing a production order, if an item is moved from raw material to WIP, that is work in progress. If maybe initially the item cost, the raw material cost is 50 naira, they move it to the WIP, and maybe later they now bought another new item, the same item, at the rate of 55 naira into raw material warehouse. The former one is going to carry, which is now in WIP warehouse, is going to carry 50 naira if we are on a moving average method. So it's going to carry 50 naira. Why the one of raw material will carry 55 naira if we manage the item by warehouse? Hello?
I'm with you, yeah.
Okay, but actually I said we are not going to talk about, we are not going to treat how to create item today. I just like briefly trying to explain to you.
Yeah.
Maybe another class we will just focus
Another
on
time.
item,
Okay.
yes, so that we can proceed on our this. So but if the item is not managed by warehouse, and the item is on moving average, we have standard cost, moving average cost, and first in, first out. If the item is on moving average, if they buy new item and the first item is in work in progress, it's going to divide it averagely and now calculate maybe 55 plus 50 divided by the quantity. So that's what will now determine the price. But we are going to talk about how to create item next time. So this one is planning data, whether the item we normally produce it in-house or we are not producing it in-house. Okay, this procurement, whether we make it or we buy it. This one is material resources planning, whether MRP is applied or not. That is planning method. There is a particular parts whereby MRP, we do MRP, the process we do forecast, and we do MRP wizard. So by the grace of God, we will still get there. So these are internal and other interval. So this is the place we normally define the items before you are now seeing the item there. Issue method, whether we are issuing a backflush or manually. So backflush is automatic, while manually we issue manually. This is property. The property of the item, we can categorize item maybe under item property 1, whether it's an item that's very fragile or anything, depends on the property, the category we put the item. These are remark. You can write anything here. This one is attachment, maybe a kind of, maybe you have a kind of, maybe documents you want to attach. or any file you want to attach to the item. So this is where the item is. This is where the item are created. So I just briefly show you. So that will be a topic for another day. Can I proceed now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after we have inputted all this information, so we assume that the quantity we are sending quotation for is 20, then this unit price. At the end of the day, we have 6,000 GBP. Then the next thing is to add the documents. Like I explained, we have add and new, add and view, and add and close. So we are going to be using add and view because we can use anyone. If we add and if we click on add and new, that means it will add the document and this document will disappear. Will not be here unless we go and open it back. If we click on add and view, we add the document and the document will still remain on the screen. If we add and close, the document will disappear. But this first one, the document we had open a new fresh quotation document as if we want to prepare another sales quotation. So here now, let's use add and view. So this document is added now. You know, I said we are going to make reference, any document we prepare, we are going to make reference to the base documents. Now, the next document, now we are done with sales quotation. The next document now is a sales order. There are two ways to prepare this sales order now from here. It's either, if you look at this downside, we have copy to. This copy to means that we are copying this sales quotation to a particular document. If you click on copy to, can you see sales order there? That means we are copying to sales order, meaning that all the information we have here, we want this information to, all this data we have here, we want it to move to sales order. So once I click copy to, so now automatically we don't need to be like inputting anything on the sales order again. All the information we have on the sales quotation is copied to sales order now. So, you know, at this stage, you can decide to change the quantity, to change the price. It's editable. So you can change anything, the price. So, but if we are fine with the quantity and the price, you can still go on. The next thing, okay, before I move away from this side, let me go back to that sales quotation. I said it's two-way. You know, I said either you click on copy to and you select sales order. If you don't do like that, you can do like this. You can go to modus, sales AR, sales order, you open sales order fresh, then you select the customer. This is the customer, Maxi Tech. You click on choose. Then you now click on copy from. Can we see it? That means we want to copy a document. We want to copy data from a particular document. So if you now click on copy from, where are you copying from? You are copying from sales quotation. So it's now displaying by this customer, the number of quotation that is registered already on this customer is 2. So we now look at the one we prepared today. This is the one of 1524. We now choose this one. That means this one we are copying. So we now choose. So this one is asking us that, do you want us to, the exchange rates, use row exchange rates from the base documents, use the document and row exchange based from the base documents. So it's asking us that, are we going to use the exchange rates from the base documents or want to use the current rates? Now we want to use the rates from the base documents. So if we are using the rates from the base documents, that means the The exchange rate of the base document, which is the quotation, will automatically be applied to the sales order here. So if you click on finish, you move to this sales order. So two ways, either we copy from the quotation, sales quotation document, we copy to sales order, or we open sales order fresh. We select the customer, then we now copy from the sales quotation. Do we understand before I move forward?
Yes.
At least I believe when you watch the video again, so because after the class, I will definitely drop the video. Okay, so now so we copy to this order. So everything is fine. We are not changing anything. So we input our delivery dates. Let's say we are delivering on the 3rd of May, 03, plus 05, plus 24. Hey, what is this one? Okay, so we can add the documents now. I think everything is fine. So we can add the documents now. Okay, let me apply add and close. This add. So the document is gone. The sales order. So now let's bring back the documents. This is sales order. Then we click on find month. Okay. We click on the last data record so that we see the sales order we just created now. So this is sales order we just created. So what's the next thing? After the sales order, at this stage now, we can see edit, we can decide to edit anything, then we click on updates. So, but we are not editing anything. After the sales order, we move to delivery. We move to delivery documents. So we copy to delivery documents. You see, we can still do the same thing. We can open delivery document and copy from sales order, like I explained. In the case of sales quotation to sales order. But here now, we copy from sales order to delivery, or we copy from delivery to, we copy from sales order to, this one is we copy from, we copy to delivery, or we open a delivery document, we now copy from sales order. So either of the two. So like the way I did the one of sales quotation and sales order. So here we are copying to delivery documents. Okay, sorry, I remember something. Before we move to delivery document, if you know as an accountant, this sales order is just like a promise document. So it doesn't have any effect on financial statements. It doesn't have effect on the inventory. If you say you want to check that, you cannot see journal entry on sales order. If you right click now, it's not going to display journal entry because it doesn't have any effect. When you will start having effect, when you will start seeing effect on the financial statements is from delivery documents. So let's copy to delivery documents now. So we select delivery. Can you see? So we can see all the informations displayed. So we can see if we decide to edit, we can edit. But after we had this delivery, we cannot edit anything. So everything is in intact, just like copy and paste. So the next thing now is we add again. And you see, it's very, very very, very simple and very easier for us if we make reference to the base document, because making reference to the base document means that we are carrying all the information we are having in the base documents into the current documents. So the next thing is for us to add these delivery documents. So if we add and view, we add delivery documents. So this delivery document is added now. If you go and check now, if you right click now, we are going to have a journal entry. This is where journal entry starts. Now, if you check, the document is added already. You cannot edit anything there. I'm clicking on this place now. It's not editable again. At this stage, you cannot edit. You cannot change anything. So if you check, if you right click here, you say you want to check the journal entry. This is the journal entry, because the raw material, this item is moved out of the stock. That's why we are having it on the credit side. Then the cost of sales is on debit side. You know, the item is reducing. So that's why we're having the item on the credit side. So that's the journal entry for delivery documents. So now, the next thing again is to move for AR invoice.